Alright, let's get the show on the road. So Mooskull didn't like this one. And I made him give me something specific, so we're going over the Star Fort. So I need to make some artillery entrenchments now. In here. Okay. Let me save this as a new file. Let's have a guard on every other perimeter tower on the large open area. The internal ones will put a guard in every tower. I'm thinking if we're doing artillery destruction, this has to be at least paramilitary. God, I am a petty bitch. Oh, man. Okay. Now, Arty usually works in positions of 3, and if this is going to be a static position on a base, we're also going to need a counter-battery radar system, so... let's put that in the middle. I mean, yeah, they've got the artillery battery there, but... I'm a much bigger fan of stuff like that. Let's get rid of some of the minor details. I would also prefer the earth ramparts if we can get away with those, but... I can also put some minor AA positions around. Here, I'm looking through my notes. I gotta watch that thing over there too, alright. Can definitely tuck one away right here. Third one I can put right there. Artillery systems are probably going to be D30 based. I definitely need some sort of AA though. Yeah, I like that, but I don't like the camo netting over it. It kind of makes it a bit difficult to work with. I don't think the blue 4-1's any better. No, the blue 4-1 actually does open it up, which is quite nice. Perfect, I can line it up with that. Okay. And then we've got everything in here. So now I just need like a paramilitary faction of some sort. Yeah, I got water, don't you worry. Yeah, so I sent the mission to do this area, and he yelled at me because I have selective reading. Because he wanted another terrain and not to go into Columbia, and I'm like, oh, whoops. So he's like, okay, build this instead. And I'm like, alright, yeah, I can do that. It's my fault. But at that point, I literally just told him, like, alright, if that's the case, what you need to do is tell me exactly what you want so I don't be stupid, okay? want to kind of put this on the side because I don't want it... Well, no, we can kind of move it more towards the center. I don't want AA to hit it. But now I need some sort of Op4 faction. That has a good camo scheme. Looking for something more on the paramilitary side. That would have the right type of camo here. Well, we could just do Checkady. I mean, they would have everything I need. And I know it's basic, but it's CBA's Checkady, so... Yeah, it'll work. Alright, with that in play, I'm trying to think what else. I think we should just go position at a time then. And we've got room for a static up here, so let me get a cord. Or should I be a jerk? Yeah, I think that's better. I said I wanted AA capability, so I got AA capability. I don't really want to put any infantry around it either, so let's just do that and then garrison it accordingly. Then these guys, I want to stay standing. I wish there was a way I could tell the AI that they could go standing or prone, but not crouched. No, there is a way to do that, because I know there's ways to reset AI animation. But even so, I've also realized I am incredibly lazy, so why do the work 3 times when I can do it once and then just copy-paste? Doy. I don't want the Arty active, so I'll put it as an empty vehicle. I want a cord static, or a Dishka would be better. Put that on the entryway, and then I want like a team's worth of infantry around, because again, Karma are very picky about the infantry count, so like 2 or 3 guys would also be fairly fine. What I also need to do is make sure these camo nets are set to invincible, so nothing clips in them, but at the same time, it would be kind of funny to watch a bomb drop and it get completely absorbed. I'd still have to end key it, mind you, but that'd be pretty funny. Yeah, hide the Arty in the camo nets. And then what would also be interesting is if I had the 3rd piece of Arty, like, hidden away in one of these. I think I can ZEI these too, but I'll leave that over there for now. So I'll have 1 out, 1 in, and go from there. Nah, that's not what I want. Put a crewman in there, though. Yeah, it's just a 3-man garrison. 2S1, I mean, it's RHS, so funny enough, you can actually just manually set the shells. Let me show you what I mean. So if you double-click to open up its attributes. I know, Zam part of me wants to do a Tunguska, but the Tunguska will literally just smack anything, and yeah. But no, you can literally set the smoke, the flare, and then 2 different types of HEAT. And then one of these also, whatchamacallit, one of them is also oh no, what's the word? One of them fires nuclear shells, that's it. But you have to set it beforehand. Yeah, so this one I'm actually going to pull out. And then the 3rd one I'm going to keep empty, but that's the one we're going to put over here. To state that that's hidden. So I'm going to put 4 guys around this position. I just Oh, standard rifleman. Ah, yes, the AK-74U, the killer of kings. Perfect weapon choice. So what are we at? What's 3 times 3 plus, what, 4? That's 12, 16. So we're at about halfway through our AI budget, but I can bump it up to maybe 40 or 50 because of the size of this AO. Oh, speaking of sizes, since we are doing a new one and it's saved, I'm going to go ahead and delete that stuff up there. And then we're going to go through... Actually, I need to finish ZEI templating first, and I had another question about that. Oh, when it comes to Arma 3 mission dev, I am a little autistic. Simply because there's just so many little steps to do, and it's very easy to get sidetracked. Yeah, so this one, definitely where I'm going to be hiding that artillery piece. Kind of tuck that away. Should be somewhat difficult for air to spot. But if I'm going to hide it like that, then I probably want to have like a little bunker or some sort of machine gun post. If anything, I kind of want to flip-flop. Yeah. Then I can put like a cord static in front. And some extra cover, and then we can put that there. Little autism never hurt a creator. Ah, you're killing me, Smalls. Alright, so we're going to do double the outer perimeter. So not that one. Yes to that one. Not that one. Yes to this one. Not that one. I don't want to do sniper kits, but we can do that. And then I can also have some minor... Yeah... Okay. Maybe some vehicle fighting positions too. That's another 5. I think also the internal garrisons, I can bump up the infantry number again. It's just going to be an experiment on how much AI they can fight at once. I think that'll be fine. And since this is a much wider AO, I don't have to be dubious with certain machine gun positions and whatnot. But even so. Oh, right, I was gonna photo template. Goober. And then just give me a standard rifle boy down here. Yeah, anywhere from like 3 to 7 dudes a garrison should be fine, depending on the building. So a minor tower like that, but it has middle coverage. 4 is a good number. And then we'll probably put like, you know, 1 or 2 4-man internal patrols in there. I'm probably going to put like a vehicle fortification, 2 layers of that. But let's go ahead and do... Get rid of our photos. Any maps. Sleeved map is fine, but the walled maps of random places I always like to get rid of. Get rid of the random ammo crates so players don't get confused. I'm going to ungroup you from that 4-man group because you're going to be part of the internal garrison group. Well, so I'm going to be doing at least 2 missions, maybe a third if I feel like figuring out what I'm going to make for Monday, but I might just give that a break. Then I want to go into Metro's file and then add a few things to it because we're changing how we're doing that campaign. So that's an additional 3 because I already counted that in the 5s. We're up to like 25, 30 right now for AI count. But yeah, no, basically I want to get all this done so I can then spend the rest of my day doing video editing. And maybe some Dark Tide, and I'll finally stream it, but who knows? Alright. I have to make internal garrisons here. I need to make some fortification garrisons as well. I'm thinking, let's just go building to building. So rooftop, I'll put a single turret. This building I do like, so we'll go ahead and throw down 2 specific guys, and the rest are just going to be riflemen. But I think one of the weaknesses, because I did my content review last night, couldn't fall asleep. So I started on the process. I looked through 2 of my, 2 random videos. One from 2 years ago, one from 4 years ago. Spent 10 minutes skimming both, and then I fell back asleep. One of the things I noticed in that was I'm doing a lot of garrison work where I'm putting them on windows, but I'm not actually doing a lot of internal garrison work. So what I want to try to audit for myself here is putting people in certain positions where they're not going to get sniped from the windows, so it still leaves some units inside to deal with. And I'm also going to garrison building to building here, because I'm pretty sure the server can take it. 40K is over with, BL. It's going to now be once a month, because that is a commission job. But I made a good enough impression where it's, you know, going to be a long-lasting commission job, so I'm happy about that. Actually, no, let me put a fancy dude in here. Okay, a few things with this garrison. And this is me literally one-upping myself here. But I'll show you what I mean in a second. I'm going to do my standard path set here, but now I'm going to take you and you and you, and I'm going to disable your path and enable... Well, no, I'm going to enable your path and disable your move. That way you specifically watch that open door, because it's only one way in. And that way I can get a bit better of a setup going there. If anything, I might do it in layers. So anything I want pathing disabled, I'll do on one, and then move, I'll just put them down and then regroup them. Because there's a certain spot right here, for example. That's pretty fun. There is Karma tonight, yes. No, I thought you were talking about 40K. 40K is a thing, but Karma will be tonight, yeah. Also, I want to put one more guy out here. I kind of like using these sandbags. And again, where I line them up doesn't matter. But this will. You know the term, fatal funnel? Yeah. You know what's better than one fatal funnel? I'll give you a hint. You can say it in the voice of Patrick, right? 2 fatal funnels. And I can just copy and paste him, and, you know, he'll just chill there. He can get keyhold right there, though. So, as a good Zeus, it's my job to make sure the player base has a proper angle to kill everybody. Wait, what are you doing? No. No, bad Zeus. No, then he can't get sniped. Good. Anyway. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah, no Grenadiers. Those are banned, because they kill a lot of people. I should probably put Muskull in this cell, for making me redo this mission, even though it was my fault, but, you know, I'm a petty bitch. Let's see. I'll put one dude in the computer room. Ooh. That might be a little mean even for me. Liru, don't do it. Don't. No, you have so much to live for. Liru, no. Liru, yes. Liru, yes. Look, I'm streaming it though, okay? So I've done my due diligence. It's times like these where I wonder, am I being too much of a jerk? The answer is yes. Anyway, let's go ahead and set this up. I know! Well, flashbangs won't do anything to him, but a grenade definitely will. And I want him in his own group so he doesn't lean the gun left or right, so it's perfectly aligned. Though I have a feeling he's just going to do like a 360 spin, which would, you know, annoy me, but what can I do? Send in Goat Team 6 now.
You better be working hard, Arma slave, 'cause I'm back and ready to get armored.
Yeah, how was Donbus? How you doing, fighty boy? Hope everything's okay with you, broski. Welcome back. You're just in time for the Halloween shenanigans. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Alright, so we're going to basically finish up the internal garrisons here. I'm going to put a few vehicles down, and then I'm going to make some fighting positions and do a total AI count. BL, look up the next Reviop. I think the next one is... No, it's not on the calendar yet. Wait. Fuck. Either the NEM next SOG mission is because they canceled on me this month. A lot of people canceled on me this month, actually, so I have a lot of random openings. I'm debating having a flash sale and slashing my rates by 50%, but at the same time, I'm also using this time to... I'm going to be able to, when DayZ starts up again, I'm going to immediately be able to jump on that. And I'm going to also be able to, I've started getting back in my editing groove and everything. I've kind of had to because my drives are full, but part of me is like, oh man, that means we can do more Arma, but the bigger part of me is like, no, 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 no. We have so much other shit we need to do beyond Arma. We gotta work on our life, Liru. Work on your damn life. So that's my mindset right now. I said 3 to 8, but, you know, I mean, yeah, some of these buildings I'm actually keeping quite low. The only one that's going above 4 to 5 is that one. Well, that one. Okay, never mind. I was making a bad observation. Alright, now, I am so sorry to the random people that are going to breach these buildings because I am having AK-74Us fight you, but... also kind of not sorry, because if I wanted you to survive, I wouldn't put the AK-74Us down. So, you know, it's just business. We're gonna learn what flashbangs do and why they're important. Fighty. You have no idea. Anyway, let's see. Helicopter. I'm gonna make them both have rocket pods. I have no intention of using them, but I might randomly put one's engine on just to freak them out. Because that would be pretty funny. Are these cereal boxes? No. Can I ZEI them? Probably also no. Wow. Wow. Alright, we'll put a few dudes in here, because why not? Liru, no. Liru. Liru, you already did one. You're not doing another one. Liru. Liru. Bad Liru. Bad Liru. That's even the wrong faction. We're doing 3CB. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Anyway. Liru, no. We just got to angle that downward. No, if we want to really make an impact... No, if we really want to screw them over... Yeah, okay, no. But again, the fun thing is I can just disable move for this garrison because there's only one doorway. I just realized there isn't a single medic in this compound. I fixed it. Why would they put a mine in their own base that they don't expect to be attacked, Chow? If you can answer that question, then I will consider putting a mine in the compound. Also, I don't think an MLRS would fit, but I will entertain the idea. Yeah, in a village house, that one will, it does clip, and that will explode if I put it in there. I'm just warning you now, okay? Who needs rafters anyway? I mean, I kind of like them, so me. Now let's put a bunch of fun assets in here just to tease you all, because I'm not going to use them. But if they cook off, it's going to be really funny. Okay, that one I might actually use if air's pissing me off, but that's besides the point. By the way, and I also started a new Core Keeper world, and I'm craving that. Craving that hard, but I have to have discipline. I have to work. I have to make an income. And jam out to this music. I need 2 checkpoints. Heavy bunker. Tower bunker. Vehicle bunker. I actually don't like the vehicle bunker. I would actually... It's easier to do a fortified position than build your own vehicle thing. We're not putting an MLRS in the garage. I'm using 2 S3s. Or 2 S1s. Crap, I can't even remember the designation. Where is one? You. 2 S1. Okay. Perfecto. Yeah, I don't want anything in front of the AA. I could potentially put a communication tower right there, but I'm starting to hit the upward limit of the AI I'm allowed to have out at once, so I'm probably going to skip those. Alright, I need that out. I need turrets. Idea is they want to hit 3 pieces of artillery, so I put them across various areas. 2 in the field, 1 hidden, 1 exposed, then 1 hidden in the base. Alright, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just do fortification to fortification and call it a day. Let's put an AR out here. Again, 2 or 3 people per fort. And we can garrison them together. This one, I will be a jerk. Let's get another Dishka. Why are they speaking French? I miss you too, Knight. I don't... I'm having selective memory right now, and I don't remember you much, but sure, let's go with that. That's funny. I'm not gonna lie, some of the intros you people do, or you, like, take a break and you come back, some of the stuff you people say just cracks me the hell up. Ah, man. That's a perception, though, I want to start changing about me, though. I know. So I guess I should make an announcement. In 2 or 3 months, if not less time, I've been thinking about this for a while, guys, but I will eventually want to turn the Discord into one of those public ones that are official, which means I will have to get rid of the porn channels in 2 to 3 months. So I apologize in advance. But that will eventually be something I tackle after everything else is taken care of. Yeah, okay, you don't have to be grouped up with them. You can all be grouped together. Well, some people like it. Oh yeah, and there will definitely be no more Liru fanfiction. That has been banned, I'm sorry. The only person that's gonna write smut about me is me, alright? I own that market. If someone wants to go make an unofficial Discord to put all the smut, feel free. I don't care, but I'm gonna separate that, and I'm also gonna have to police the damn anime night because I also see what you chuckleheads post. And I don't need that either. Ah, man. Lies, it'll still spread. I'll find it, and I'll find you. Alright, what's our total AI count? It is a number. I'm thinking with, you know, some internal patrols,
Send in goat
another,
team
like, you know, 10 to
6
12 out and
now.
about, this AO should be
So
fine.
Bloodwing can't make fanfics about you two anymore?
Well, I mean, she's allowed to. Okay, a few people will retain their fanfic rights, alright? Fine. We'll get that at least.
Send in goat team 6 now.
Luwu?
Knight, thanks for the 2-month resub. Trooper, thanks for the 55-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Charlotte, you will not retain your fanfic rights because, no. Oh my god, am I gonna have to rename all these chuckleheads again? Or they should have a script by now that does it. Oh, whatever. Too late, they're yours. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, no, the 34th rule will always prevail, but I'm not mainstream enough for it to really affect me, so I'm just gonna ride that out. Okay, I need to find a Zeus slot and set that as a player slot, because otherwise they're gonna have an Op4 spawn slot, and I don't really want to deal with that. You know what, wait, no, it's you. Perfect. Jinxed myself. So now I'm realizing the logistics of this because I gotta figure out what Moose Skull is specifically gonna have air doing and then balance the AO based off of that, make sure all their airframes are good. Oh, it's gonna turn into an entire ordeal today. I wanted to go out today. I guess I'll have to wait till Tuesday because that's my backup go out day. Oh well.
Send in goat team 6 now.
Razor gifting 3 months of tier 1 to Charlotte. Okay. Hope you both keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this little dev stream. And now I'm trying to think of what do I do to touch up the Tanoa mission. There isn't really anything I need to touch up, and I don't want to stream it because now that it's going to be Metro, he wants me to start hosting the ops that I have for him in my own community to boost the player count and just give him like a reserve squad, which is totally fine. I'm just now weighing in my head, do I want to actually stream that mission dev? Because all I was going to do was change the slots out, but that would also reveal the entire map publicly, and that one I still want to keep to myself. And a hydrate. Which leaves me to Monday, and I still haven't even thought of what I'm going to do for Monday yet. So what I'm going to do is... There's not going to be any Op4 slots for this mission either, because they're not starting a new campaign yet. This is filler. At least I think. So I need to get Metro's mission publicly announced. And I need Metro to give me a number count for the amount of people for that mission tomorrow. Since that one is a POW rescue, I'll figure out slotting for that one. Dwarves, I will run a modern-day air op if someone pays me. Because that one has such a niche player base that I could never really guarantee a player count for that one. That, or if it's voted on in a poll as a one-off. Am I going to do Antistasi anytime soon? Has to win a poll, Trooper. I mean, I had someone ask me why I did a Battle LA op recently. I'm like, because it won the damn poll. You guys need to understand, these days I only do one of 3 things. I seldom do what I want, usually only for Halloween specials or any sort of special. It wins a poll in my community, and therefore I run it, or someone pays me to run it. I would say to the split of those 3 topics, it's 10% what I want, 60% what the community wants, and 30% what people pay me for these days. If not, leaning more towards 25 and more towards the poll, but you get my point. But alright, I'm going to go ahead and save this, and let's see what else I can put in real quick. I got to load their settings. I'm gonna ask him if there's anything else, because this is certainly something new. And I'm gonna set the multiplayer settings. And we'll see how things go. Zam, shut up. Yeah, no, the rest I just need to ask Mooskle what he wants in terms of airframes and whatnot. So, yeah, no, it should be good. All right, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. We will be back at least at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is in 7 hours, to Zeus the Karma mission, which I just debbed. Might be back in the interim for either some Dark Tide or more mission dev. I gotta figure that out. Yeah, all good night. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Hopefully I'll see you later today. And otherwise, cheers, and have a good one.